Okay, so we have the limit as x approaches 3 from the left. Okay, so we are still approaching a number. Okay, I'm gonna put left or right up there because you're gonna see left and right a little bit more. Okay, equals positive infinity. And I'm gonna write the limit as x approaches 3 from the right equals negative infinity. I'm just going to sketch a little graph that shows this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's that vertical asymptote at positive 3. And from the left side, the graph is going up. And from the right side, the graph is going down. Okay. How do you know that you have a vertical asymptote? Okay. Well, when you plug in x, you get a number over 0. Not oh no, not 0 over 0. You get a number over 0. So we have something different happening, right? X is still approaching a number, but instead of getting a number out, you get this, okay? Y approaches, that's undefined. That does not exist. But then we want to look closer, and we want to figure out whether our vertical asymptote is aiming the graph up or down. All right, so let's try some examples. No calculators, unless you're like doing for function, like arithmetic, okay? Here we go. The limit as x approaches 3 from the right. But this time, I'm going to give you an equation. 1 over x minus 3. Okay? And we're actually going to answer from the right and the left. Okay, the goal is to do this without a calculator. Okay, scratch work. Plug in. That's always our first step. Plug in. Okay. 1 over 3 minus 3. So instead of saying, oh no, there's a hole, I'm going to say vertical asymptote. Whenever you divide by 0, that's a vertical asymptote. Okay. What's the second thing we're going to do? Right? I know that I have a vertical asymptote. So now I need to figure out, it's not doesn't exist. I need to guess whether it's going to be positive or negative infinity. So you're going to make a table like you did in that 2.2 homework, and you're going to test values. Okay, so let's make a table. I'm going to put 3, okay? And I'm going to put 4, okay? Make another little table. I'm going to put 3, I'm going to put 2. One of these tables is for the right of 3. One of them is for the left of 3. Okay? 3 to the right and 3 to the left. I like the next integer because it helps me just orient my numbers. Okay. Obviously, I get undefined here. Okay? I can't plug in 3. It doesn't work. Let's plug in 4. Okay? 1 over 1. Oh, that's not too bad. 1 over 1 is 1. Okay, what's a number really close to 3, but to the right of 3. Yeah?
3.000001.
Yeah. Okay, we don't have to be like that because we're doing this without a calculator. So let's just say 3.1. Maybe 3.01. Pretty close. Okay, I don't want to know the exact numbers. I want to know positive or negative. All right, so if I go like this, 1 over, what's 3.1 minus 3? It's positive 0.1. I want you to put the plus, okay, because the signs are important. What is a positive divided by a positive? Positive. Okay. We already know that it's a vertical asymptote. And when I get really close to my asymptote, on the right side, I'm getting a positive number. That means that the arrow does this. Okay? I got divided by 0, so I know it's a vertical asymptote. I tested numbers to the right of 3 that were really close, and I got a positive outcome. There is only 2 answers at a vertical asymptote, positive infinity or negative infinity. That's it. The arrow either points up or it points down. All you have to do is figure out whether it's positive or negative. Okay, so now we're going to test to the left of 3. So I'm going to start with 2 because I want something concrete. So 2 minus 3 is negative 1. Okay, so I'm thinking negative. I want to get a little bit closer. Somebody besides Woody, give me a number close to 3 on the left. Close to 3 on the left. What can I test? 2.9. Okay, 2.9. So let's try it. 1 over 2.9 minus 3 is negative 0.1. Oh, well, a positive divided by a negative is negative. That's what I want to know. Okay, so that means to the left of 3, the arrow points down. There are only 2 answers, positive or negative infinity. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to go back up here to my little set of information. Okay, because I'm thinking of my flow chart. As x approaches a number, I end up with a vertical asymptote. The next thing I do is test values and choose positive or negative infinity. If it's a vertical asymptote, those are your only 2 answers. That's it. Okay. Let's scooch down here. The limit as x approaches negative 1 from the right. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to do the limit as x approaches negative 1 from the left. Okay, and scratch work. Notice that we're still plugging in a number. Okay, so it's kind of like what we did in 2.3. So let's try it. 1 over negative 1 plus 1. Ah, vertical asymptote. That's what you have. When you divide by 0, it will always be a vertical asymptote. I need to figure out which way my arrows are going, up or down. You can write it in 2 tables. You can write it in 1 table. -1 vertical asymptote. I need the left and I need the right. Okay, so I plug in and I get over 0, so that's a vertical asymptote. The next thing I do is I make a table and I test my values and I choose positive or negative infinity. -1.01. Anything to the left. Okay, after I finish this example, I'm going to start calling on you to tell me how to do the next steps. Okay, so listen. When I plug in -1.01, I get 1 over -1.1 plus 1 will be negative number. It's a fuzzy answer, guys. I don't care what kind of number it is, it's a negative number. Okay? It's a negative big number. Okay? 1 divided by 0.01, okay? Negative 0.01 is -100. Right? Think about that table that we did. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? So the answer is negative infinity because there's only two choices. To the left, it goes down. Okay? Okay, let's test to the right. Okay. -0.9. Okay, that's to the right. 1 over -0.9 plus 1 is positive 0.01. I mean, you can make it as many 9s as you want. Is positive 100. See, it's getting bigger and positive. So my answer is positive infinity. So it points up. Right? It's 50-50. It's positive or negative infinity. You got to figure out which one. Okay, think about when you would be ready to share, because I want new people. All right. Okay, what do I do first? Well, okay, what do I do after I determine it's a vertical asymptote? Somebody new, come on. Any input? I don't want to get popsicle sticks and call your names, but I will. Hold on, wait for it. Student. I have a random student caller. Hold on. Don't make me do it. Okay, so the first name I get that hasn't shared yet, Claire's already shared. Jacob. Nope. Yet? You have not. All right, what do I do next? Make a chart with X's and Y's. Wonderful. Okay, so I'll put 5 here and I'll mark vertical asymptote. Okay, next. Matt. Matt. Matthew? Matthew? Have you shared?
No.
All right, what do I do now?
You need to, wait, which one are we doing?
So it doesn't really matter. Let's do the left.
Okay, yeah, you need to find a number that's close to left.
Okay,
4.9.
so, all right, like it, 4.9. Okay, hold on, next. Jacob, Jacob? You already went.
Yeah.
Corinne, what do I do next? Okay, so what happens when we plug this in? That's okay, we can wait. What happens when we plug it in? Negative 0.1 squared, okay. Yes, it would be. So what happens when I...
The entire answer negative.
Wonderful. Okay, so we get negative. Noah. You already shared. Hannah. Okay, so, I will ask you a question, see if you can answer it. If I plug in a number from the left and I get a negative outcome, if I need 5 from the left, does that mean it's going to be positive or negative infinity? Yes, negative infinity. Okay, so the left is negative infinity. Okay, Maddie. Now what?
Then do the other side.
Yep, how do I do the other side?
Plug in like, you plug in like 6.
You can, but because we're talking about limits, good question. I want to be 5 from the right, so I want to approach 5. I have to get closer, closer, closer. So I do want to be sort of close to 5. 6 is maybe not close enough.
Okay, so 5.1.
Yep. Okay, what happens when I plug in 5.1?
You get a negative.
Hold on. Okay, so negative over positive squared, so we get negative. All right, Amber, what do I learn from this? Yeah, so it's negative. Okay, guys, so I have from the left side, it's negative. From the right side, it's negative. Final answer, Ian. What is the answer here?
You know, I don't really want to say, because I think I'll be wrong. I also gave a little 8.
Oh, that's right, you did. Hold on. Well, you know what? Let me rephrase it for you. If the limit from the left is negative infinity and the limit from the right is negative infinity, what is the limit combined? Negative infinity. Yeah, the left and the right are the same, means that the combined limit is also that. Because when I just put a number here, x approaches 5, I'm implying that you look at the left and the right. All right, nice job.